It's so crazy what 24 hours can do, because yesterday I was talking about Liverpool was going to sign Isak and Rodrigo to play for Liverpool, and that Newcastle was going to sign Ekitike as a replacement for Isak. But today the reports are completely different. Today the reports are saying that Liverpool are in advanced talks to sign Ekitike, and that Newcastle are going to be signing Wissa and keeping Isak. So what exactly has happened over the past 24 hours? Who has called whose bluff first? Because I've seen so many people online say, well, Newcastle pump fake Liverpool to sign Ekitike because they don't want to keep him. They don't want to sign him. Brother. Don't believe the neutrals. Don't believe rival fans. Don't believe the stupid agendas and the stupid narratives, because I'm going to tell you the way I look at it. I'm going to tell you my theory and what's happened. And of course, put down in the comments what you guys feel about the situation. And don't forget to, of course, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. First of all, it's very important to understand that Liverpool know about Ekitike. They wanted Ekitike. This isn't a surprise. Liverpool signing Ekitike, it's not really a major wow, surprise, shock, alert. Brother, they wanted this guy from last season, mainly in the Jan window. But the problem in the Jan window was Frankfurt wasn't really prepared to lose both Omar Marmoush and Ekitike, and that Liverpool already had agreed personal terms with Ekitike, but the problem was the fee. Frankfurt made it very clear that it needs to be the release clause of £85 million. And Liverpool back then weren't prepared to pay close to that. But now the package deal is close to 80 million after what Newcastle did a couple of days ago when they tried to sign Ekitike. So listen. This isn't about I called your bluff and that's why you're signing him, or you called my bluff and that's why you're not going to sign him. Listen, let's be real. Isak was always going to be mission impossible. Isak was always going to be a dream signing. So Liverpool, they knew they had Ekitike at the back of their mind. They knew Ekitike wanted to join Liverpool if Isak wasn't possible. So that is the most important thing. That is the first thing to bear in mind. Newcastle wanted to sign Ekitike. I think everyone knows that. That's why they made a bid a couple of days ago and the bid got rejected, because they wanted to play Ekitike and Isak together. So the reports of, I never wanted Ekitike, I only bidded on Ekitike because I wanted you to go to Ekitike so I can keep Isak. Brother, that's not true, because you literally made a bid for Ekitike. You literally wanted Ekitike and Isak to play together. So the idea of you not wanting Ekitike, no, bro, that was never the case. Secondly, you pump faking Liverpool to sign Ekitike so you can keep Isak, that's not true either, because Liverpool know about Ekitike. They had known about him for the past 6 months. He is actually the backup if they didn't sign Isak. Yes, Liverpool want Isak, and that is the reality. That is the truth. They paid 120 million. You guys don't want to sell him. I don't think anyone is surprised that Newcastle hasn't accepted the offer on Isak. Everyone knew Newcastle wanted 150 million. I literally have been saying it for the past couple of weeks that I can't see Newcastle selling Isak, just because of the fact that they've just made Champions League football and they are very adamant that I want 150 million, which Liverpool are not prepared to pay. But what this will do is so many things. The winner of this whole situation isn't Newcastle. Yes, Newcastle have won some part because they are keeping Isak for 1 more year. But that's the key word right here. 1 more year. I don't see Isak staying at Newcastle after the World Cup of 2026. Brother, let's be real here and let's just think about it logically. Logically, with no emotions, especially if some of you guys are Newcastle fans. Think about this logically, yeah? Liverpool offered you 120 million. I reckon if they went up to 130, 140, you guys would have taken it. But that's not the point. You guys wanted Ekitike. At the back of your mind, you knew Ekitike was always going to be replacement if Isak ever decided to leave, whether this summer or next summer. At least you now have a replacement for Isak, because Ekitike is considered the baby Isak, the one that if he just improves on certain parts of his game, he can be the next Isak. He can be the next big thing. He can be the next best striker in the world. You wanted that to be the replacement for Isak if he ever wanted to leave, which is a strong possibility. Now, you've lost that replacement. Now, Liverpool have got the baby Isak. So now Liverpool have just paid 50 million less from the offer which they paid you guys, and 70 million if they were going to 150 million for Isak. They've just paid 70 million pound less on a player which potentially for the next 12 months can be the baby Isak, can be the next big thing. So Liverpool has already saved money. Liverpool won Isak. I don't think anyone can deny that. But what this will do is that for the next 12 months, this will pretty much upset Isak and make it very clear to Newcastle that I want to leave. You know what this reminds me of? And it's quite ironic that because it's Liverpool is part of the situation. It reminds me very similar to Fernando Torres when he wanted to leave Liverpool the year before. But Liverpool basically said, nah, stay one more year. Even Xabi Alonso, stay one more year. We'll think about it next summer. Then next summer, Roy Hodgson then became Liverpool manager, and he basically said, please stay for one more year. And Torres didn't want to make it a big fuss, but everyone knew this Donny wanted to leave. And he made it very clear, literally 6 months later, come January, he left. He literally handed his transfer request, and pretty much Liverpool had to sell him. And this is what I feel like this whole Isak situation is like. Isak has made it very clear he wants to go. Isak wants to join Liverpool. Isak wants to go to a bigger club. And again, I know you guys can put it down in the comments. The same way you guys did in the last video. That's not how you pronounce Isak. Isak is pronounced this way. Brother. This is how I pronounce it, okay? This is my way of pronouncing it. If you guys not happy with it, then please, just accept it. As simple as that. But listen, Isak wants to join Liverpool. So now Newcastle, for the next 12 months, you have got someone that doesn't really want to be at your club. And there is no guarantee that for the next 12 months, the offer of 120 million is still on the table. You never know, fam. That transfer value might go lower over the next 12 months. You never know. Maybe injuries, maybe form, maybe World Cup season. You never know what could happen. Or maybe Ekitike just becomes a way better player. But Liverpool had to sign Ekitike now. Because if Newcastle came out publicly and said, no, Isak is not for sale, then Frankfurt would have understood the situation. And come August, where Liverpool are desperate to sign a striker, Frankfurt could have easily said, actually, you know what? Nah, I want a full release clause. I want you guys to pay me 90 million, 100 million. Liverpool would have forced to do that because come August, they are desperate to sign a striker because they can't enter next season with no striker. So that's why Liverpool are doing it early, so they know they can at least have a striker guaranteed and see what they can do with a different player. But this is the way I look at it, yeah? If Liverpool manage to sign Ekitike, and now the reports are saying they are very, very likely to sign Rodrigo, that is so much better than just signing Isak and that's it. Signing Ekitike and Rodrigo is a better package deal than signing just Isak and no winger for Liverpool. That is the way I look at it. And next season, you can then go back to Isak, see what the situation is all about, see if he has requested to leave, see if his value is still the same, and potentially next season, you can have Isak and Ekitike. And you are now in a better position compared to Newcastle, where Newcastle next season have to sign a replacement, but they know the replacement which they wanted is playing for Liverpool. That means they have to find someone else. Wissa is fine. Wissa is cool. Wissa has, of course, scored a lot of goals in the Premier League compared to what Ekitike did in the Bundesliga. But, brother, the quality and difference is well known. And Wissa is 29 years old, bro. He's not as young as Ekitike. And please, don't make it look like, oh, Ekitike is young and Isak is way back. Brother, there is a 2-year difference between Isak and Ekitike. So Liverpool could potentially still sign both of them next season. So all those people who said, oh, Liverpool have lost the situation, checkmate, Newcastle has owned Liverpool. Brother, that's not the case. I've just told you exactly from 1, 2, 3, and the winner of this situation is actually Liverpool. Liverpool, for me, hasn't lost in this situation. The same way Newcastle haven't lost, but what Newcastle have lost is that next season, it's pretty much guaranteed that Isak will leave. And now you've lost the replacement of Ekitike. So next season, you're going to be scrambling to sign a striker, a replacement for Ekitike, where you could have signed him 12 months before. You guys could have used the money on Isak now to kickstart your dynasty. This is the way I look at it. I reckon what Newcastle should have done is sold Isak this window. This right here could have been the Coutinho money, where you could have signed 1, 2, 3, and you would have at least strengthened the whole team. The same way Liverpool did when they sold Coutinho and signed the Manes, the Alisson, the Virgil van Dijks, where you guys could have done the exact same thing if you guys had sold Isak, for not for 120, but maybe just negotiated 140, 150, which I reckon Liverpool would have been more than happy to do that. But you decided to keep Isak, which is still good enough. I'm not saying it's bad. You guys are still keeping one of the best strikers in the world for one more year. And that's the key word, for one more year. Because I don't see Isak staying in Newcastle for 2 years. I don't see Isak starting after the World Cup 2026 at Newcastle. I'm more than confident that by next season, Isak will be playing in a completely different team. It could be Liverpool, it could be Arsenal, it could be Barcelona, where Leo is going to be leaving and they need another striker. But if he goes to Liverpool, then damn, they have just taken your player and the replacement that you wanted for him. And one more thing, this game right here will be one of the most tasty, one of the most anticipated matchups of the season, and we are only pretty much about 5 weeks away. Just imagine the world where Ekitike would score the winner at St. James Park in the last second and take off his shirt, and it would say, "I could have been yours." Ha! Drama, fam! This is Hollywood, Bollywood, Turkish drama, all combined into one. But listen, this is my opinion of the whole situation. This is the way I look at it. Put down in the comments how you guys see the situation. If you guys agree or disagree with what I said. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you tomorrow with another video. And also one more thing, we've hit 10K, which to me is crazy. I made this channel 2 weeks ago, and the fact that we already hit 10K is wow, wow, wow. Shout out all of you guys who have enjoyed the content, and trust me, a lot of more content is coming straight after this as well. Peace.